Hey guys, so we have our JBL Go 4, or better to say we have a fake version of the JBL Go 4, and in this video I want to take a look at the inside of this Bluetooth speaker. So how do we know it is a fake speaker? One sign is here, the Go 4, on the side says Go 04, and then here on the left side we have the buttons, but there's also a little flap here on the bottom, which has a USB-A port and a micro SD card slot. So that's not original, so that's how we definitely know how that is not a real speaker. And then if you compare the two, so on the left side we have here a real JBL Go 4, then this has a slightly different format. So the fake one is also significantly thicker than the original JBL Go 4. Okay, so if you want to take a look at the original Go 4, then I suggest you take a look here on my other video here in the upper right corner. I hope I don't forget to place the link to that when I upload the video. Okay, so now let's have a look at the speaker and take it apart. So first we're going to take the front grille off. So these come off pretty much similar to how the original JBL Go 4s are taken apart. And here we see one driver. And there's no passive radiator in this case. So well, let's see where that is located at. So let's open up the back side here. And so in order to do that, we do the same thing as we did for the front. Pretty easy to do, only takes a minute. And then we see here on the back side, there's nothing. So this speaker, this fake JBL Go 4 does not come with a passive radiator, which explains the poor audio performance. And then we have here these four holes. These four holes on the back side don't go anywhere. And there's 4 additional holes on the front side, and those have 4 small Phillips screws in them. So now let's crack open the casing after we remove the screws, and then here it's really easy. Oh, and it's already falling apart on us. So you see here the driver already comes out. Look at the size of this driver. Look at the size of the magnet. So this is probably a ferrite magnet. Really cheap kind of magnet, old style. So JBL doesn't use these kind of magnets for a long time, or I don't think they ever used these kind of magnets here in the JBL Go series. So yeah, you see how big this is, and it just fell out as soon as we took the speaker apart. So there's no glue or anything, no screws, and which pretty much means that the speaker is not waterproof, even though it was sold as waterproof in the fake packaging. But I guess you cannot trust anything that this fake speaker is claiming. Okay, so then let's have a closer look at the rest of the components here. We see a couple of wires. So the one set of wires going to the speaker, then one set going to the USB-C charging port here on the right side. And then there's another set of cables here, the red connector, that's going to the battery. So let us disconnect the battery for the time being. And I already removed here the 3 screws that hold down that PCB. So this long L-shaped PCB board. And let's pry out the board here a little bit and see what's underneath. See here the 3 buttons on the bottom part here on this. And then here on the back side, this is all we have. So there's really not much going on here. So really simple board. You have the micro SD card slot on the one side, the USB-A port, and then here 2 more buttons on top. And then of course here the connectors, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, where's the Bluetooth receiver and everything else? So I don't know. It must be really small these days. So it seems to be smaller actually than what JBL has. And as we said before, the speaker isn't glued in, so if there's any water reaching the speaker or the driver, then the water is definitely going to seep in there. And it's going to ruin the speaker. I think they kind of tried to section it off. You see this little plastic barrier here, right next to the driver. But I doubt that this is really going to be alright. Okay, then here the battery, that seems to be like a rechargeable AA battery. That's all that they were using. So not like the pouch batteries that JBL is using. So this can't be too big. And then here we have this little ring that holds or pushes against the driver just to keep it in place so it doesn't rattle Then we have this foam separating the two pieces here, the plastic frame, and then the driver. Interesting how this is done. And then of course you also have here the little loop that the original Go4 has, and this isn't really screwed in or anything. So you see this is just tucked in there, and then I guess a part of the housing is just penetrating through there. There's a kind of a pin that holds this. Yeah, and that was already it for this video. Hope you found the information helpful. And if you have any more questions or comments, then please leave a message below.